Alrighty, everyone. So, Sonic Mania just came out.
Yes, it did.
Yep.
Oh, man. But before we even talk about the greatness that is Sonic Mania, let's talk about the initial reveal back in July of last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
Shit.
During the infamous 30th anniversary or 25th anniversary Sonic stream.
Oh, right.
But what was let's start with Contra. What was your initial reactions to it?
I almost cried during that trailer. I'm like, it's finally happening. We're finally getting a Sonic game by fans, well, ROM hackers, I should say, who actually, know about how classic Sonic works and everything, because I guess Sega basically lost touch with how to do classic Sonic in that form. So I was ecstatic when I first heard about it.
How about you, Jen?
I was excited, but I also had, like, mixed feelings, because I saw, like Green Hill Zone again, and I was like, oh no, they're doing this again, like, bringing it back for another time. But at the same time, it looked like new. I didn't want to, like, put it down, because I also saw, I think they announced Studiopolis around the same time, I think, but I didn't want to, like, be like, oh, it's going to be another, try-hard classic Sonic game. Like, I actually kind of wanted to try it before fully judging it, so mixed feelings, but I wasn't going to put it down.
Alright, so as for me, I'll be really honest. So I saw the Christian Whitehead logo, and you can bet your damn ass that I shed a tear that moment I saw the Taxman logo.
Yeah, Taxman and Christian Whitehead, or they're the same person actually, but
Yeah.
he's well known for a lot of Sonic ROM hacking. He built his own engine from the ground up to make Sonic 1, and Sega, I guess, hired him to do the Sonic CD port, or the HD Sonic CD port, as well as the iOS ports of Sonic 1 and 2. And they're very much improved compared to the classics on the Genesis.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, that was a very... He did an outstanding job at touching up the game. So, just the whole build-up for the game was just amazing. Like, the PR for the entire, releasing teases and whatnot for the game, it was just way out there and a lot of unconventional stuff compared to other games, but yet it works so well in Sonic Mania's favor.
I'll admit,
Yeah.
when they started releasing more trailers, I started getting a bit more hyped, because then I saw, like, oh my god, there's, like, 2 more levels, and I saw Mirage Saloon, and I heard the music for, like, the old levels too, and I was like, this game actually looks really fun, so it convinced me more to actually buy it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Oh wow, I already forgot what I was gonna say. Rip. Oh well, I guess it worked in their favor simply because, instead of just giving out, a lot of new games that release in modern times, they just like to give away the entire thing and not leave enough secrets. And Sega just gives you little itty bits of it when they need to, just to get you excited enough for it. So I really appreciate that they did that for Sonic Mania.
I agree.
Yeah, it really worked in their odds. I know for myself, I was just kind of like feeding off of every little bit of information they give us, like, what's that? There's a final? Ooh, that's amazing. But speaking of rare collectibles, the collector's editions, people, who has it?
Not me, because I didn't have enough time to go out there.
I don't have enough money right now. I really wanted that statue, though. It looks so nice.
Same.
Oh man, if I wasn't such a nice person and just wanted to be a dick, I would pull out the statue and just play that little Sega jingle right now.
Sega.
Sega.
But yeah, this collector's edition is really nice quality for if you haven't seen it in person. It's just, I'll say this, I posted a picture on his social media. That motherfucker box is so huge.
Yeah, I
apparently
saw-
it's more. Oh,
There you
you
go.
go. Sorry. I was gonna say that it's larger than the Sonic Generations Collector's Edition box, according to a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's like twice my head size, so...
I've never seen the Generations Collector's Edition. Oh.
It's nothing special compared to the Mania one.
Yeah, I didn't hear much about it when it came out, so...
I think it came
plus
with Sonic.
It don't...
I'm not sure what it came with. What did it come with, Wesley?
It came with a little statue. I believe it came with a DVD and a music disc of some select music tracks from Sonic's history, and a DVD with the documentary of the past 20 years of Sonic. It came with a little bit of an art book, which just had a few of the Sonic art throughout the years. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I know it came with a gold ring. That was one of the items. And I believed it was numbered. And I mentioned the statue already, and I believe the game as well, duh. But I think the thing most people don't know about it is because it only really released in Europe and that side. It didn't really release in the States. But yeah. Yeah, the collector's edition is pretty good.
Sorry, I thought I disconnected.
Oh
Same.
no! I'm trying to find stuff to talk about. Oh wait, changing
Alright.
topics. It's kind of sad that Mania had the thanks Nintendo Switch version, but thanks to that version of the game being sold on retail, the game unfortunately got leaked to a lot of people. And then there's the whole PC delay for 2 weeks, which doesn't make it any better.
It's unfortunate, but I mean, again, I know I had to avoid as many spoilers. I think, I couldn't avoid some of the stage reveals because people were posting it online. It's like, well, shit. But I didn't watch any of the videos. I didn't want any of that to be spoiled, what the actual levels look like. But I don't know. As for the delay for PC, I mean, it's on like 3 other consoles. I know a lot of hardcore PC users will be like, God damn it, but I mean, there's other ways to play it right now.
Yeah, and plus they delayed it for a good reason, because even on the console versions, there are a lot of bugs that you can run into.
Well, not that many.
I mean, I've only ran to like 2 where I was spin dashing off a ledge and I literally got stuck into a wall. And the Switch version has an issue with the home screen lagging a bit, which I hope they patch soon, because it takes like a while to get back to the home screen.
Yeah. I guess that's something we can start to talk about is, I guess let's talk about the gameplay and what systems we've played Sonic Mania on.
I, of course, have played it on the PS4 version. I don't own a Switch, and the PC version is delayed, so that's my only method of playing it right now.
Alright.
I have it on the Switch. I was thinking of getting it for PS4, but I kind of like the portability of the Switch, that I can play like on the go if I wanted to play like a 2-player mode too, if one of my friends want to.
I have played it so far. My main game is on my Xbox One, but I also played a bit of the Switch version.
Switch version runs pretty good too.
It does. It runs pretty good for a Switch game. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of
No,
power.
it doesn't.
The power of the 16-bit era Sega Genesis.
Excuse me, 32-bit?
Oh, you right. Shit, my bad. Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
Always forget that the Sega Genesis is a 32-bit console.
It's not a 32-bit. It was like, I think Sonic Mania was designed to be like a 32X / Saturn game. What if this was made on the 32X or Saturn?
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
the Genesis is 16-bit.
There's a lot of 3D graphics I noticed in the levels if you pay close attention to it. Especially like if you look at the ending of Stardust Speedway Act 2 when you're fighting Metal Sonic. Like the statue of Eggman is 3D.
We'll get to that a little bit. Let's keep it simple for now.
Oh, that's my bad.
No, you're fine. I guess we should talk about a little bit about the gameplay. I mean, it goes without saying, it feels exactly like classic Sonic, if not refined a little bit and fine-tuned.
Physics.
All the frustrations now in 2017 in your next-gen consoles. I felt it so much. But I like how classic plays, so I'm glad that it actually plays like a classic Sonic game. Where, like, in Generations, the classic Sonic didn't really feel like classic Sonic.
No.
Guys, I can roll down a hill. I can actually roll down it.
Mm-hmm. Here's a tip for people who struggle with classic Sonic games. Just hold down the button when you're running. You gain momentum and speed.
It's a
you
pro
kill bad
strat.
guys too. Spin the win. Instead of, because I see a lot of people just hold right, and then they just bumble into stuff, and they lose rings, and I'm just like, there's a down button for a reason.
So speaking about spinning, so we talk about that new move they introduced in the game?
Oh yeah, the drop dash?
Yeah. Have you guys been using it?
Barely.
I forgot about it.
I've been trying to use it a little more, and I can say it works pretty fine. Like, it's really nice when you, like, again, going back to what you said earlier, during that Metal Sonic boss later on, when you have to jump and then just land on the other platforms, I always use it just to catch a little bit of speed. But yeah.
It's pretty useful for that. But my whole gripe with that is that I wish there was like some type of way where they would show you how to use it properly. Because I'm still not sure how exactly you're supposed to get it to come out. Like, you have to hold the button, or do you have to hold down and the button too?
You have to jump, and then you press the button again and hold it down, and then you wait until you hit the floor, and then it goes.
I see.
It's quite simple.
Can
But you don't really need a drop dash to beat the game. Oh,
No.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, is it only Sonic that can use it, or can everyone use it?
It's only Sonic.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so let's talk about that plot a little bit, from the beginning, of course, and then we'll talk about the later plot after we go through all of the stages.
So my experience was from Knuckles' point of view, because I haven't actually been it, but I got Knuckles' point of view, where he's like he's like just chilling in Angel Island, and then Eggman just comes by and ruins his day. But that's I haven't seen Sonic's point of view yet, so.
So basically, Sonic's point of view is they're basically a recreation of the Sonic 3 intro a little bit. But then he's, they run into the hard-boiled heavies, and they unearth this new power source. Supposedly what is going around online is called the Phantom Ruby, supposedly.
Phantom Ruby, huh?
And it has the ability to warp time and space somehow. I don't know if that's the exact power. But yeah, so it sends you to the first zone in the game, Green Hill Zone, everyone.
Mind blown.
My favorite.
It's everyone's favorite in 2017.
Yeah. I kind of lost track of the plot after, I'd say. I didn't really lose track, but it's like... It kind of stopped.
Yeah.
It just
It started being nonsensical after a certain
yeah,
point.
it just pops up and then it's just there sometimes.
But the way I interpret it, because there's a lot of things I question, like, why is Angel Island back on the ground? And then I start theorizing to the point where I'm just like, what if this...
Just don't think about it.
What if this takes place during the time of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but Sonic Mania happens instead of 3 and Knuckles?
Knuckles isn't doing his job. That's what I was gonna say.
You right.
But,
You right.
I don't want to spoil this for Jen, because he's doing a Knuckles playthrough, but the events of Sonic 3 and Knuckles do happen.
Oh.
It's such a good moment in the game that happens later on with Knuckles, but I don't want to say it because it's so good.
I see. I need to do
And I
Knuckles
thi-
playthrough, actually.
And I think, Contra, you saw what I'm talking about on my Facebook.
Did I? I don't think I did.
But yeah. But let's talk about Green Hill Zone, the first zone in the game. How do you think it compares to the original? Do you think it's worth retreading, or do you think it's, God damn it, it's Green Hill Zone again?
Well, Act 1 is like, God damn it, it's Green Hill Zone. And then Act 2 is like, okay, I'm feeling it.
Yeah, it was the same because I'm like, oh, here we go. Because like the first part was like kind of the same, and then the level design kind of changed. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I actually got through the level a lot faster than I did in the first Sonic, so I actually really liked it more because they had different mechanics, I think.
Yeah, with the little pulleys, and I really love the aesthetic of you're inside the caverns, because I like how they did that in Generations, but they decided to implement that in the 2D in 2D, obviously, in Mania. It was really cool.
Yeah, I really I like this iteration of Green Hill Zone. I mean, yeah, the first part is Green Hill Zone, but then it's like, whoa, this is Green Hill Zone like we haven't seen it before in Act 2. And, I mean, that T. Lobes remix for the Act 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love. Oh, can I just say all the remixes are so good in this game.
Oh, yeah. And even most, like, all of the original stuff is also pretty good.
Yeah, like, I love... I think Jun Sonoy... Yeah, no, it was Jun Sonoy that did the sound engineering for this game. Really, he did a really good job with it.
He always does a
But
good
let's
job.
be real, it was all T. Lobes. It was all T. Lobes.
You're right.
Bless his soul.
Bless his
Oh yeah, we never talked about the
But,
opening, did we?
Oh, yeah. The one by
Oh.
Tyson Heist, right?
Yeah, the one
Oh
by
my
Tyson
god,
Heist.
yes.
I love that opening. I'm gonna tell you now. I watched it over and over again before this game came out. Everything about it is
So-
amazing.
Did you guys know there's a second song for that opening?
Yeah.
I think.
Well, you're the one that told me about it, actually.
If you leave the title screen on and you let you leave it on, the opening plays once, but you leave it on yet and then the opening plays again, it'll have different music with sound effects.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I try to reach out to T-Lopes to see if he made that track or if it was Hyper Potions or whatnot, but no response.
Rip. But, congrats to Tyson Heese for coming a long way from making really dumb Sonic comics to doing this. Doing a actual not a high budget, but like an official Sonic game.
A high quality
Sonic game.
Props to him indeed.
Do you think we'll ever get that Sonic cartoon now?
No.
If it's in that style, I hope. Anything that's in the style of the OVA, I would love to
Same.
watch.
I
outside
wouldn't
the
mind
voice
if
acting.
Sega just even started doing like little sorts, like Mickey Mouse sorts basically, but with Sonic, classic Sonic.
That would be cool.
So I
But
guess
yeah,
we'll go back to Green Hill Zone, our favorite zone. Um, what about that Death Egg boss
Oh,
fight?
that threw me off so much. I was like, wait a second, isn't this from Sonic 2? Like the final
it's like,
boss
hey, did you
just
beat?
shows up in the first level of the game and you're thrown off. But it's really easy. You don't have to worry if it's like difficult. Took me like
Yeah,
one try.
I'm glad they made it pretty. I'm glad they made it pretty easy, but it just goes to show, like, if you're a longtime Sonic fan, it's like they expect you to know. Have fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think this game is definitely made for fans.
By the fans.
For the fans.
Mania.
Buy the Mania for the Mania.
But I think everyone pretty much got what they wanted to say about Green Hill Zone out of
Yeah.
the way. All right, now let's go on to Chemical Plant Zone.
So much better than the original.
Oh my god, could I tell you how much I loved Act 2? Like
Oh man, yes.
I know
Tell us all.
the first act is obviously like, the original where you have like underwater parts. It's different obviously because they changed the level design, but Act 2 is so great because they have like these bouncy like liquids that you can jump on depending on what color it is. And I thought that was just so cool.
Yeah,
It works better in video games instead of real life.
Definitely.
Right. It's a way better. It's a way better version of what Wacky Workbench should have been in Sonic CD.
Well, I think the problem with Wacky Workbench, you got sent up to these areas where you have to climb back down to progress. And there's also the electrocution things. Whereas here, it's like, okay, you're progressing if you're going up, so...
It's been a while since I played CD,
Yep.
so I don't remember Wacky Workbench well.
Good. I hate that game.
That's alright if you don't want to remember it.
But yeah. Act 2 is really great. It might as well be its own new zone. It's really cool how they added these new gimmicks to the stage just to make it more original.
I think I know of 5 special stage rings in Chemical Plant Zone.
See, I only know the one where you spin dash up to these blocks and they come down for you to step on.
There's a lot too many of them to tell.
Yeah.
But I think one of the best moments of Chemical Plant Zone is the boss though.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Pollo
god.
Pop.
Alright, so we had a little bit of an interruption in the previous recording, but we're going to continue off with talking about the Chemical Plant Zone boss.
Did you
And
play
oh
Puyo
my
Puyo?
god, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Shut up about that Puyo Puyo crap. I don't know what you're
Pollo
talking
Pollo is the
about.
best.
You mean Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Yes.
Mean bean. It's mean bean.
Pollo Pop's better.
But that totally, threw me off when I first got to that. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Same.
I think it threw everybody off.
Yeah, I was about to say it threw everyone off because I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've seen all game so far.
And then I had insta flashbacks to trying to beat Dr. Robotnik and Mean Bean Machine back in the Genesis. I realized I could never win. It's like, no, I'm never gonna beat Chemical Plant.
I played it on the first time I got to play Mean Bean was on that collection on GameCube. That was my first experience with it. I never beat it though.
What? Sonic Mega Collection,
Yeah,
right?
there we go. That's the name.
It should have been. It could have been more accurate if Dr. Robotnik was in his Sat AM form.
Yeah, it would have been.
Just for that one boss fight, he had a cone dome.
Yep, there you go. But that boss fight it came out of nowhere. It was very enjoyable. A really nice nod, just
I
like the rest of
agree.
the game.
a really nice thing, and I don't know if any of you guys have been bothering to collect the medallions from the special stages.
I I've been trying to get the silver ones. I know a lot of people hate the spear stages in Sonic 3, but I really like them. Although at the moment I'm just trying to beat all the levels. So after I clear all of the levels, then I go back and get everything. That's what I usually do.
I
Yeah, a
guess
lot of
right now
people.
we'll just talk about Blue Spear, the bonus stages in the game. I'm glad to see them back, but like, my goddamn, some of them are really hard to get the gold medallions for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I typically don't really perfect the booster stages. I usually just play them regularly. But I could totally see why how they would be difficult, especially the newer ones that they added.
I did them all. I did them all.
You madman.
I got all the golden medals for them. No shame.
Oh boy. But, um,
But the gold medals, they unlock some pretty cool shit in the game. As I was about to say, they unlock in the extras menu. You can unlock the Mean Bean or the Puyo Puyo mode as a separate thing where you can play one player or two player with a friend.
yep. And then there's that one mode, which I'm not going to mention.
Well, I think. How much do you care about the extras,
Well, I
Jen?
heard about
Just
Knuckles
one.
and Knuckles mode, so
No, wait,
Okay,
it's
well,
knock
yeah.
knock and
no,
knuckles
the
mode.
best mode in the game. I haven't even gotten it
So
yet,
you
but
can-
Oh,
it
did
looks
you
great.
do you guys know if you beat the game and with Knuckles and you have Knuckles tagging along, you get the best ending?
Don't tell me
Knuckles and
that.
knuckles.
I haven't seen that yet, but it sounds
Uh,
great.
Let me just say this. Let me say this. Beat the game with Knuckles and Knuckles.
Oh,
You get the secret ending.
you know I will.
I won't. I won't say what it is, but it's the best damn ending there is in the Sonic Mania.
So Sonic Mania, Knuckles and Knuckles.
I won't say anything aside from that, but you also. I don't know how much this is kind of spoilery, but it's kind of figured since we already mentioned you can unlock Puyo Puyo mode as a separate thing. You can also unlock Blue Spears in it, which has it's basically Blue Spears from Sonic 3 and K or the extra mode, which has like hundreds of levels that you can play. But then they also throw in Mania Blue Spears, which is basically the one version they were trying to show off in the proof of concept Sonic 3 remaster, where they added new spears.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay, that's really cool. Is it still like aren't is it like randomly generated how it is in the Blue
Yeah,
Spears?
yeah, yeah. Like there's hundreds of Blue Spears in it.
24-hour Blue Spear run win.
Say again?
24-hour Blue Spear run win.
I don't know, but supposedly it's hundreds of Blue Spears levels for both the original 3 and Knuckles style and the Mania style.
That sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get the medals through that, or like actually play the game to get the medals?
The medals you get through. So here's what I found out from running for all gold medals is basically the levels, the Blue Spears you didn't beat will be the ones like kind of they'll just be on repeat until you beat them. And then once you beat all the Mania Blue Spears, it'll put on repeat the ones you don't have the gold medals on. And then after that, it's just random.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But you don't get any gold medals from like the extra Blue Spears mode.
I see. That makes sense. They make it too easy.
Yeah.
But let's move on to one of my favorite levels in the game. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites, Studiopolis Zone.
Oh man.
Such good
Dude,
music.
that stage is so creative. Like,
Dude. It's one of my favorite levels in the game.
There's just a lot of references. If you pay attention to the level aesthetic, there's like references just hidden everywhere in that stage. Like the Sega Sonic popcorn maker. If you jump on these little panels, it says like lock on technology and other things that I forget, but they're in the game too.
Genesis does as one of them. There's just so many fucking references in this game, but in this long level. Oh, the best reference though is the July 22nd, 2016 at the end, and it has the
Oh yeah, right. There was a tweet about that I saw, and I was like, oh wow, they actually put that in the game. But you have to listen very closely to hear it.
Yeah. That's like one of the greatest references there are in that stage alone. It's like if you can't laugh at yourself, you know.
That's kind of like what I really enjoy about Sonic nowadays is that they're just self-aware and they know you gotta laugh at yourself to move on.
But
I like.
Oh man.
I was gonna say I like the
Jen?
popcorn machine. That was an actual popcorn machine. The Sega. I forgot the name of it. It was like Sega something machine, but
Sega Sonic popcorn maker.
That's
some
an actual
shit like
popcorn maker. And I thought that was pretty clever to add it to that level.
I just love the overall look and sound of the level. The Act 2 music, I love the Act 2 music. It reminds me of something like taken from Sonic, like a lost track taken from Sonic 3D Blast from the Saturn and just put into Mania.
Yeah, definitely. And like when you're going through that little where I forget what those machines are called, where you there's like a little ball pit and
the bingo machines, as I like to call them, because
the bingo machines. If you listen to that sound effect, it reminds me of a sound effect from Sonic, one of the Sonic Advance games.
I guess we should also talk about the mid boss, one of the hard boiled heavies, the Heavy Gunner.
He's one of my favorites in the game.
What did you guys think? Yeah. I like the boss a lot. It's incredibly simple if you have Supersonic and you just ram for everything.
I didn't have that much trouble. I barely remember it though, to be honest.
Yeah, I had a hard time jumping on the missiles, but I found out the secret is just roll into the ones that you have to hit back.
Yeah, that seems like what a lot of people started doing is just rolling through the missiles. Cause like the thing about that is like, since you're constantly running, there's like weight to when you're jumping. But it kind of reminds me of like in the Sonic Advance 2 boss fight.
Yeah, that's definitely the vibe I got from it, and you know, it's touching on every part of the of the Sonic past 20 years. 25 years, I'm sorry.
As for the Act 2 boss, it was okay. Could have been a lot better, but it was.
What was the Act 2 boss again?
It was the weather changing.
It was the weather guy.
Right.
Well, it was Eggman's weather machine.
Kind of like that one actually.
Yeah, I did too.
The only time you could hit was when the sun was out, and I'm like, that's pretty clever because you have to like dodge when the other effects are in. I thought that was cool.
Oh, you can dodge the sun one actually.
You can also hit him during the wind part. You gotta be careful how you have to like be right under him to be able to hit him without getting hurt, but it's possible.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I only hit him when the sun was out.
Yeah. But I like that boss, and I like the chicken from Mushroom Hill Zone being the weatherman.
Oh yeah,
the chicken.
And I think, didn't he get like hats and whatnot? depending on the weather. Like, he put up a little umbrella over himself.
I think he did, yeah.
When it was raining.
There's so many things.
But then, guys, breaking news: Flying Battery returns.
Mm-hmm.
I was so happy.
One of my favorite stages. It's one of my favorite stages from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I'm so glad it came back.
So this is a part of the game where I just started jaw dropping at what they did. Because when I got to Act 2 of Flying Battery, I was like, oh my fucking god, guys, they didn't. But they did.
Yep.
They merged Wing Fortress Zone with Flying Battery Zone. Oh my god.
And it was like, it fit in so well too. Like, I was like, wow, this actually fits with Flying Battery perfectly. Like, because they're both like airship levels in a way, but like the way that just like transition was really good. I barely even know this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hate
And then the whole mechanic of going inside and outside the Flying Battery.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I really hated those damn chicken batniks. The ones that kept shooting as soon as they see
like in
you.
What level was it?
Sonic 2.
In the end, like the
Wing Fortress Zone.
Yeah, they brought those chickens back.
Yeah, terrible pieces of shit.
That's how I noticed they merged the two levels together. Is like, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. You're outside. Oh, wait a minute. There's a chicken badnik. That doesn't fit here.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite like little set pieces from that zone is like, I don't know. It depends if you take the bottom or the top path, but I forget what pathway it is. But there's this part where you're like, you know, those little balls that like.
Oh, I know the part you're talking about.
Yeah, there's this part where you're going so fast and you're just like going on the outside of the ship and spin dashing all over the place.
Yeah.
That
part is the best.
I just glide over with Knuckles for the the platforming parts where you have to actually like when you're outside and you have to climb like monkey barring, like the what's it called?
Little pulleys. I'm not sure, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, those things.
I literally just glided right over with Knuckles, and it made it a lot easier for me.
Oh man. But Flying Battery overall, such a great zone. The music, as always, it's fucking Flying Battery Zone. It's good.
Yeah, and I also noticed, and I should probably mention this for the other zones too. Like, depending on which elemental shield you have, it also affects the level terrain in a certain way. So, like, if you're in Green Hill Zone, you have the fire shield. It'll burn the bridge down, or whatever like thing you stand on that's made of wood. And if you're in Flying Battery Zone, the spike bridge. And if you're in Flying Battery Zone, you have the electric shield on. You know, you get sent up along with the other stuff that's made of metal. When the little magnets.
It's little improvements to the gameplay like that that just make it so much better. And it's one of the reasons I forgive the later on stage for being in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that mechanic is pretty cool, and I would love to see more of it, but I mean, oh well.
Yeah.
But, you know, I guess this is a part of the game where, so up to this point, they had pretty cool zone transitions, but after you beat Flying Battery, they just kind of stopped for a while.
Yeah. And this is where the bosses start getting really, really, really unique and gimmicky. Because Flying Battery Act 2's boss requires you to hit Robotnik into a set of spikes. And it took me a while to figure out that you had to do that. But I was like...
Now, I should maybe stop you before you say gimmicky, but gimmicky in a bad way? Or gimmicky as in, aw man, guys, custom characters?
No, gimmicky as in it's creative. Instead of just like... Because a lot of people will just like abuse Sonic's invincibility frames and just hit the boss over and over. This one actually requires you to do something outside of that. That's what I mean.
Yeah. I liked the spider bot. It was pretty cool and fun.
Yeah. It's one of those things I had to actually think about. I was like, okay, how do you beat this dude?
Yeah. Any last thoughts on Flying Battery, anyone?
Not really. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble remembering some of the bosses.
Oh, no, you're fine.
It's alright.
It's a battery.
I guess that flies.
You're right.
10 out of 10. So I guess the next zone is the new zone, Garden. Is it Press Garden or Garden Press zone?
Press Garden.
I think it's Press Garden.
Press Garden zone.
Really.
So what did you guys think of that?
Really like the second act. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
Act 1, it was okay, but Act 2 is like visually and like visually and level
Gameplay-wise?
design, gameplay wise, it's my favorite zone in the entire game. It just looks so beautiful.
Yeah, I was about to say, because Act 1, I was like, oh, this place is alright. This is, like, you're like in a clockwork area of some sort. But then you get to Act 2.
You're in a newspaper factory.
Oh yeah, you are. You're like, yeah, like in a factory of some sort. And then you go outside and you're like in like a Japanese garden, and the music's like the most calmest thing I've ever heard in a Sonic game. Next to Sonic Unleashed soundtrack, but like, holy crap, I really like that stage the most.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that I got hella Freedom Planet vibes when I got to that
Same.
Act 2. I was like, because I love Freedom Planet. That's like my favorite indie game. But
Little old West doesn't know what you're talking about.
boy, you should play some Freedom Planet. But yeah, it just gave me a lot of Freedom Planet vibes, and it just visually, like, it looks really, really cool. And I love the little sakura trees that are in the background and that are in the foreground too.
They're well animated.
Oh,
the petals
leaves,
that fly.
The little, the petals. Oh,
Very
God.
well animated.
I'll be a little bit honest. This isn't one of my favorite new zones in terms. I mean, it's alright. I like it. I like the aesthetic of the level. I like the looks of the level. I love the music of the level because T-Lobes does everything so amazingly with music. But I don't know, just kind of I guess it's more so the first act that I hate the most. Is just it just kind of kills my enjoyment of the zone going to it.
Yeah, first I didn't really do it for
Yeah,
me.
same.
I mean, it was cool and all, but it was like more so annoying than anything. I like the little
I like
crushing.
the ideas they have.
Oh, sorry. You go?
Now neither of us will finish our thought.
Okay, I'll go then. But I like the little crushing machines that are in Act 1. But outside of that, it was really nothing too memorable. Outside of I didn't like the little spinning tops that you had to jump on.
Mm-hmm.
I hate those things. In Sonic 3.
I'm really annoyed. I think the part I really hate about it is in the beginning of the level, you can clearly see like there's a monitor inside a box, but for the life of me, I don't know how to get through the goddamn box to get the monitor.
That might be a Knuckles only thing.
No, I played for the game as Knuckles. He can't get the boxes open either.
The hell?
Maybe it's a glitch.
So
Glitch.
I don't know. Supposedly there's supposed to be a fire shield somewhere in the level, and that's how you do it. But I don't see how you're supposed to get all the way back to the beginning of the level to get that box. So I don't know.
It's just there. It's something got to live with. Oh well. But I love Act 2's little ice gimmick that it has.
Oh, yes, the art they showed in the manual, where you get frozen and you like get sent through like a course to break open other ice blocks.
Mm-hmm.
I found that fun. It reminded me of Sonic 3D Blast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because 3D Blast has that one level where you get frozen, right? And you have to use that to traverse the level.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it doesn't hurt you when you got frozen on like ice cap.
Oh yeah, I'm glad about that. Otherwise, I was thinking like the moment I got frozen, I'm like, oh shit. It's like now I'm gonna lose all my runes once I get out of here.
I actually like how the ice gimmick, it doesn't hurt you, but it also gets you the other paths because it breaks anything that you like go past, and I think that's pretty cool, especially with stuff that's also frozen. Because I've been able to break like frozen spikes and rings and stuff without getting hurt while I was frozen, and I think that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what we should talk about is the mini boss of this level, which was someone who broke boxes. Good job. Took him down about like 5 hits.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah,
very
pretty
boring
easy.
boss. But Act 2's boss fight,
the heavy shinobi.
Yeah, if any of you have ever played Shinobi on the Sega Genesis, you know he's a complete reference to that game.
He has little the Asterons, the little robots from Metropolis Zone that he throws at you like shooting stars or whatever they're called, ninja stars.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like a really nice touch.
Thought that was really cool, and I like how you can't really cheese him by just like
jumping into him because he'll like freeze you.
You can't abuse iframes not on that boss. Nope. Freeze you every time.
You have to wait till he jumps, and then you can get the attack in.
That remind me of Mega Man Zero. I don't know why.
Yeah, that boss really, like, when I got to that boss, I was like, this feels like a Mega Man boss almost.
Are you talking about Leviathan?
I think so.
Mega Man Zero
I was talking about Mega Man Zero specifically, but that's because that was
Leviathan's a boss in that game.
I think. It's been a while since I played, so.
But overall, Press Garden is a pretty nice zone. As I said, not my favorite, but it's a nice addition, and it's definitely stands out compared to the rest of the game.
Definitely.
So basically, after that zone, Eggman's looking at something suspicious. He's looking at some kind of metal duplicate of Sonic on his screen. What could that all be about?
It's Silver Sonic.
It's over.
But the next zone is Starjet Speedway, and oh my god, her.
Yep.
That was me trying to do that part of the music from Starjet Speedway.
Oh god.
I see.
I got scared. I got scared at Stardust Speedway because I was like, oh no, it's Sonic CD.
Yeah. So something interesting I think they mentioned about the development of Stardust Speedway is they couldn't like take the original level layout because they don't have exploration in Mania where it was a big factor in CD. So they basically recreated the entirety of Stardust Speedway with taking a few set pieces here and there.
Well, that's good. Yeah, because that's one of the really fundamentally wrong things about CD. It was just its like level design, because there was like no sense of direction. I was kind of worried that it was going to be the same case with Metallic, or not with Stardust Speedway.
Shh! You'll ruin Jen's game.
I didn't hear anything.
I almost got the zones mixed up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, I like the layout. I love what they did with Act 1. They start you in the past of Stardust Speedway, and like there's so many things. Like you got the Marble Garden pulleys. You got, I mean, there's a lot of factors from Marble Garden that was mixed into it.
Like the little wrecking balls.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like when you break open the little capsules. The little vine, the little beanstalk will grow out of the ground, and there's like piranhas that you had to avoid while jumping on the leaves. I thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah.
I like the fact that they included those little flower capsules in the level. But that fucking act transition, guys, come on.
That I was like, man, this is bringing me back, because it's like you're going back to. Wait, was it going to the future or the past? Yeah,
The future.
You pass through like the sign that says future, and then you just go through that like animation, which looks awesome, by the way. For like the 5 seconds I saw it, but I wanted to cry because it was so cool.
Future. But yeah.
But oh man, I didn't say this about Act 1, but I should. Act 1 music is good, but like Act 2's music is better. And then when we get to it, oh man, that boss music, her, you know, you gotta have that. People, remember people were complaining they didn't hear that in the Act 1 mix?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can definitely hear it in the other acts.
Yeah.
But speaking of Act 2's boss, that is actually the one boss I got stuck on for a while. I actually got a time over.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know
I'm
what
right
to do.
there with you.
Wait, for the boss fight?
Yeah.
I actually, I don't know how I got it in my first try, to be honest. No.
It took me a while to figure out you had to hit those little Game Gear Silver Sonics back at Metal Sonic.
I hit him by accident because I was like spin dashing. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna break this thing, and then like when he was spin dashing, I hit him and he like jumped up. I'm like, oh, that's how you hit him. That makes sense.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't know you were supposed to do that until my friend SS told me how to beat him. I was like, oh, okay. But I got really scared there because Metal Sonic was plugging himself into that little hole. I was like, oh god, please don't tell me it's a Knuckles Chaotix Metal Sonic boss.
I almost thought, for like a minute and a half, I spent destroying the little Silver Sonics, thinking like, okay, when's Metal Sonic gonna come down here so I can fight him? It's like, Jesus Christ, how many of these things do I have to destroy?
Yeah, eventually I figured it out and I got to the third phase, which the third phase is pretty cool. I wish he would have had more attacks, but it was still cool nonetheless.
Metal Sonic is once again defeated by a wall.
Yep.
The only way he should go out.
He just got defeated by Wall Spike Man.
Oh shit.
Mega Man's nightmare.
Well, he did die when he hit the spike wall. So, robots confirmed weakness spikes. Yes.
It's also Sonic's weakness and Mega Man's.
But right. Mega Man can only take one hit. Metal Sonic only took one hit from that spike wall. Sonic can take as many as long as he has rings.
That's true.
True that. But overall, Stardust Speedway, really good. Metal Sonic, very unconventional boss, but when you figure it out, it's really easy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Stardust Speedway is one of those levels like I just go back to, and not because I'm trying to get the Act 2 achievement, we have to beat it under a minute. But I definitely love going back there, just either to listen to the music or to play the Act 2 boss, because as hard as it was the first time, it's pretty fun of a boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But now we get my favorite zone transition, where Sonic falls from Little Planet and falls all the way onto Angel Island Zone, into Hydro City Zone.
I'm gonna tell you now.
Wait, what's that? You're telling me there is no zone transition?
The thing is, I could never get to the top path. I'm gonna tell you now, it took me like almost like 10 minutes or more to actually beat this level, because I got stuck at the bottom path, and I hate water levels in Sonic so much.
Yeah, I don't really like water levels in Sonic
either,
but it's really easy for me to get to the top path, because you just.
But Hydro City, it's the best water level.
I hate getting stuck in that
right.
automated part where you have to like jump to the top before the thing crushes you. twice. I actually got a game over from that, which yeah,
Really?
I'm not very good at the game on this, obviously, but I have had. Well, I was trying to get up as Knuckles, and I got stuck on the ramp, and I just got
Oh
crushed.
yeah, the thing about Knuckles is he has a shorter
He
jump.
does.
So
Yeah, I found that a lot easier than the ones in the original Hydrocity Zone where it's coming at you, and Marble Garden Zone where it's actually doing a rock, kind of a ceiling cresting as well.
yeah, but one of my favorite things, and I don't know if Knuckles does this. I don't know if Knuckles does this in his version of Hydrocity Zone, but in Act 1's boss, you get inside the Egg-O-Matic and you fight Eggman.
Yeah, you do that with the machine he was using before, which I thought that was hilarious.
Oh my god, that was one of the moments where I was just like a giddy little kid, where it's like, oh, he's using the machine that he used on
Now the
us.
table-
Payback's a bitch, fucker.
The tables have turned.
Get fucked, Doctor. And if you press the
Oh,
down button, you can also shoot the bombs at the Egg-O-Matic as well.
Really?
Is that
Oh
how
shit,
you
I
do
didn't
it?
know
'Cause
about that.
I did it before, and I didn't know how to do that.
Yeah, you gotta press
I didn't
down.
know-
Oh, okay.
I didn't know you could do that. I just use the propeller. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have something to go back to Hydro City and play that again to see and do that.
Yeah. But, that was a really, really cool boss. I really love how creative Mania is with its boss fights. And then Act 2 is just even crazier.
Oh man, but can we talk about the reference to one of the Game Gear Sonic titles where you go in the little bubbles and float up?
Yeah, I heard about that as a reference, but I didn't realize until I saw somebody talk about it, because I'm not really versed in the Game Gear Sonic games. I played, like, Sonic 1 and 2 on the
I
Game
think it's
Gear and Triple Trouble. That's about it.
Sonic Chaos, maybe? Either Sonic Chaos or Sonic Triple Trouble. But, yeah, it's a nice little reference. But then again, there's the fucking Act 2 boss where you're in a never-ending hallway or pathway underwater in one of the wind tunnels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one took me a bit to get down, and then I realized, oh wait, every time you hit the little landmines, it gives you a bubble. And I was like, and you can't move left and right. You can only move up and down. That's my
Up and
tip
down, all around.
for people who. Yep.
And then once you do that section, it's the boss fight, basically from the mid-boss fight from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but Eggman's piloting it this time.
If you beat Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you beat this boss. Congratulations.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
But Hydro City Zone, really, really nice remix of that level. I like the little things they added, especially with the bubbles, where you're like traveling
Oh yeah.
inside. The
They
bubble.
they also incorporated I think like elements from Labyrinth Zone in there, and also you can change the water, like you can raise and lower the water in that level as well.
Yeah, which I thought was
So-
pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
So
Oh, wow. I'm very forgetful today. I think I remember that, though. That's pretty awesome. I like the mechanics of
Oh,
all
yeah.
the levels, to be honest.
Yeah, they're really cool. And now we're on to another new Sonic Mania exclusive level, Mirage Saloon.
all right, this is one of my favorite zones I've been talking about. Oh god.
Such a good level. Oh my god. Yeah, honestly, this is like one of my favorite new levels.
So, I don't know if you know this, Jen, and I don't know if you know this, Contrail, but Knuckles and Sonic and Tails have different Act 1s.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah. Knuckles gets knocked off at the beginning of Tails and Sonic's level, and he gets sent to a whole different part of the level.
Oh, wow. I'll have to look
It's
that up later. Or
It's
play
it's basically a Knuckles exclusive level.
Does he also get his own boss?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, which level? Sorry.
Mirage
Mirage
Saloon.
Saloon.
So I know you played as Knuckles,
Yeah.
so you played for the Knuckles version, but there's also a Sonic and Tails different Act 1.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The Sonic and Tails Act 1 is the flying on a tornado, like Sky Chase.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Although it's very short probably compared to Knuckles.
Oh no, Knuckles is Act 1. You play like, the remix is different, but you go through Mirage Saloon. They have different. It's basically, it looks different than Act 2's, but
Basically, it's a pink Mirage
for the most
Saloon.
part.
Oh, okay.
Basically, it's the first color scheme you see in Mirage Saloon on a Tornado Act before it transitions to the regular colors of Act 2.
Gotcha.
But, did anyone else get a giddy seeing Eggman just having fun with that train?
I did. I thought that was really cool.
He was
I
going
thought that was the boss. I was like, oh, please be the boss. Please be the boss. And then I was like, oh.
I was kind of hoping it would be like a Triple Trouble boss, where you're just running on top of the train and like, you know, just fighting it.
So I don't think I saw
Yeah,
the
that
train
would've been-
Knuckles' playthrough. Yeah.
No, it's a Sonic
Yeah, I
Act
never
only.
saw it.
Oh, Leslie, did you get a game over? Or not a game over, but did you also die? Had to restart the level trying to get that special ring on the train.
Oh, I mean, I got it. I just kind
died.
of jumped pretty close and not jumped off the train.
Yeah, I was trying to do the same thing, but then I accidentally missed and I died. And I had to start the whole act over again. It was kind of annoying, but
Yeah.
it's really easy to get that ring. But the mini
I found
boss is cool.
Yeah, the mini boss is definitely, it reminded me, it kind of, I don't remember what it reminds me of. I'm trying to think of what it does, but it plays with the foreground and background a little bit.
Mode 7 graphics? I don't know.
Sprite scaling, whatever the fuck they want to call it, I don't know.
Yeah.
But-
That's an impressive ass sprite work in this game.
Oh, yeah. Just take it from us. We haven't probably mentioned it that much, but the aesthetic for all these levels, fucking fantastic.
A+. But,
And then we go to Mirage Saloon Act 2. But by the most, if we're playing Knuckles, you just go to Mirage Saloon, I believe. Jen, correct me if I'm wrong. But if you're doing Sonic, oh my god, I had the biggest fucking grin on my face when I saw the act transition for Sonic and Tails.
yeah, same. It was like,
You-
really? You're here? Of all
You
characters?
just go straight to Act 2 for Knuckles. That's what I remember.
Alright. So, you know the boss for Act 2, where you see the Team Hooligan,
Yeah.
right? So basically, I've tested this, and I've noticed it's random. Whoever takes you down, it could be Fane, it could be Bean the Bean, or it could be Bark who takes down your plane.
Wait, really? It's random?
Yeah, because as I was saying, I played this game a few times on my Switch. When I was playing for on my Switch, I noticed like it had Fane pop up instead of Bark, and I was like, the shit? It's random as well?
Really now? Because every time I've done it, it's been beans for me. Huh. And
Maybe it's
other
console
play-
fucking exclusive.
maybe it's console exclusive, but all the playthroughs I've seen where people go to Ramar Saloon, it's always been Bean that did it.
I don't know, but I swear to God, this isn't like a Wesley is hoaxing you or anything. I saw Fane do it. Like, Fane shot his gun at the plane went down. I'm not making this shit up.
Yeah, but the Act 2 boss, well, actually I should talk about
It's
the level
big
first.
fan service.
Big fan service, but Act 2, really cool. I love the little guns, or little guns that you hop in, and you have to time your shot.
Oh, yeah. I just love Mirage Saloon, like, the gameplay mechanics. Like, I love the little piano. Whenever you just hit the piano, it goes ding, 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 ding.
Kind of
You know,
reminds
like-
me of, what's that zone from Sonic Advance 2?
It's the music level. I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name.
But it might be music plant, but yeah, that's what it reminded me of. And if you notice, the leader of the hard-boiled heavies, there's a portrait in one of the bars, and his eyes will move around and look at you.
It's because, according to his bio, the leader of the hard-boiled heavies commands his elite troop with a watchful eye and a powerful scepter.
I see.
He's always watching.
That Act 2 boss, though, complete fan service.
Oh my god. I just, as I said, had the biggest fucking shitty grin on my face that entire level. It is one of my favorite levels of the game.
Definitely. But now we move on to Oil Ocean Zone.
Alright, so at first, I thought like, god damn it, this level of all levels, but then I got a fire shield, and I realized you can light the oil on fire, and I'm like, all is forgiven, my child.
All is forgiven.
That's the best part, that you can just light the oil on fire with the fire shield. I thought that was pretty neat. Also, can I say that I hate this level because I got like 5 game overs.
Apparently everybody
The
struggled with this
octopus
level.
boss.
Was it the boss? Yeah, it was the boss because I had to replay the level and then get to the boss when I only had like 3 lives and I died. And then you have to go back and it was not fun.
You see,
Yeah, I think it's the boss everyone's having trouble with.
Yeah,
The main level itself actually isn't that bad. I like the little plumber guy.
yeah, but I think that boss is technically instant kill. Well, mini boss is if you're not standing in the middle when he does the thing. But it was easy enough. But I really
I don't
like
know
how
if everyone's
Act 2...
having to say.
Huh?
Oh, continue. Sorry.
Oh no, you go. I forgot.
Oh, I don't know if this is a problem everyone's talking about, but I did that boss. So the platforms, they can raise, but you can't jump high enough to get on them if they raise all the way. So you can get stuck down there.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm just doing something wrong. Could be that.
But Act 2, I thought was really cool. It's like a better version of what Studiopolis Act 2 is.
Oh yeah.
They mixed two of my most hated zones, and somehow it made a good zone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just to show you that Taxman is a competent guy.
Yeah. But if you let the fog just get out of... Well, the little fog get out of control, you can't see shit in that level,
can't.
though.
Oh yeah,
Nothing at all.
playing as Supersonic, and then just getting all that fog on the screen, and it doesn't hurt you, and it's like, oh shit, where the fuck am I going?
Wait, question, Wesley. Does the fog affect you as Supersonic, or do you lose rings even faster?
As far as I've noticed, it doesn't affect you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. But, the Act 2 boss, I know everybody had trouble with it, but, like, I beat it on my first try. I didn't really see what the problem was with the boss.
I had Supersonic at that point, so it was like, whatevs. Defeated his ass without a sweat.
You just jump on his head.
I mean, you did have Supersonic. I was
I didn't have
Knuckles
Supersonic.
running into everything.
I don't know. The octopus boss is cute, but I don't know. I just kind of don't like it.
Yeah, it's kind of forgettable.
But
like,
overall, Oil Ocean isn't like the pain that it was in Sonic 2 anymore.
Definitely. Much improved. So, we're getting spoilers.
Uh-oh, what are we spoiling?
Well, Jen hasn't gone past Oil
No,
Ocean, I believe.
I stopped at
No, it's Lava...
Lava Reef. I can
Lava
talk
Reef.
about.
Oh, okay. Lava Wreath, I lost my shit when I saw that zone. That's my favorite zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Remember how I
Lava
said
Wreath.
in the Sonic 3 playthrough we did that's like I'm really hoping for it, but I probably shouldn't say because then it won't get in? Well, fuck Pass West. You were wrong. You were wrong, Pass West.
Yeah, take that, nerd. But I'm so happy.
I think at this point, we should ask Jen. I guess we'll ask her what her thoughts are on Lava Reef. Because I don't know. You said you haven't beaten it yet, so we don't want to say anything that could spoil the game.
I did get to Act 2, but I kind of died midway because there was like one part where I was flying off, and like 3 times I tried finding where to go, but I didn't see a path, so I just turned it off for the day. But I know the Act 1 boss was I don't remember actually, but for the most part I actually like Lava Reef Zone. It's pretty fun, and to be honest, I like the spin dashing platforms that you have to use to get like to higher or lower places.
So, that fucking background in Lava Reef Zone, beautiful.
Definitely. I looked in the air just to see if the Death Egg was still there, and or behold, it wasn't.
No, there's a whole volcano alley now.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of holes where it used to be, and I was like, which one is the Death Egg hole?
It's you played Act 2. I guess I shouldn't say anything just in case, but yeah. But what about that fucking music of Lava Reef Zone Act 2? God damn.
On point.
Dude, it was so
Definitely good.
on point.
100% love it.
It's making me sad. It's one of the zones music I wish was on the actual vinyl soundtrack, but apparently they're not releasing any of the remixes on the vinyl soundtrack, but fuck it. I just downloaded like a 15-minute loop of the Lava Reef Act 2 music, because goddamn, I want to hear that every single day for the rest of my life.
Oh yeah. One thing I always found weird about Lava Reef Act 2 is, why don't they just call it Hidden Palace Zone, because that's literally what it is.
At that point, yeah.
Well, I don't want to get into spoiler territory, so I'll cut myself off, but let me just say this. Jen, you're in for a surprise.
I know. I hope I am. For the rest of the game, at least.
Yes.
Surprise, surprise.
Alright, so I guess let's talk about real quick with Jen, since he's here, the special stages. What are our general thoughts on them?
The ones for the Chaos Emeralds are pretty interesting because they remind me of they're like Sonic CDs. Honestly, I suck at controlling them, but they're pretty fun once you get like Mach speed.
I made up a little saying for it. What?
Roommate.
This is getting recorded, right?
Sure, he'll go on. He'll go live. I don't care. But no, we called it. We called it.
We called it. We did.
We fucking called it. I was so happy. I was like, Wes is gonna lose his shit, and then I logged into Discord.
So should I like back out then, since we're done talking about Lava Reef and I don't want to get spoiled for the rest of the game?
Yeah, if you want. Thanks for joining
no
us.
problem.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
We'll link a comment to our Twitter down below, you know.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
No prob. Thank you.
Glad for having you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'll see you around.
Yep.
See ya. Alright. Alright.
Okey-dokey.
Thank you. No, you're fine.
See ya.
See ya.
Okay, we make a transition from here I'm still
Okay,
recording.
yeah, I'm just gonna leave it going since we synced it all up. So basically, her audio will just end a little early.
Yeah, and then we'll have a little fade out where we cut that
Yeah.
out. But back to what I was saying.
Oh, so can I talk about?
We called it.
What should I talk about first? The Sonic second portion of Lava Reef or the Knuckles second portion of Lava Reef?
I haven't seen the Knuckles portion of Lava Reef.
Oh, the Knuckles portion. You go into the actual Hidden Palace zone from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and you make your way up to the Master Emerald Shrine. The Super Emeralds are there, but they're like all grayed out, like they don't have any power anymore.
Yeah.
And the king, the what is it called? The Heavy King. He comes down trying to steal the Master Emerald, and Knuckles just gets like this Tyson Hess, like how he did in a Sonic Mega Drive comic, where he's just imagining the events of what happened in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and he's just like, last time someone tried to come in here, they tried to take my emerald, I got electrocuted, and I was hurt. And it's all done in like Knuckles' memory bubble, which looks like a 5-year-old kid's drawing.
Oh my god.
And so you have a fight at the Master Emerald Shrine.
Dude, now I have to go play this now. Fuck, why'd you tell me this?
Oh my god, it's one of my favorite fucking moments of Knuckles' story.
Why couldn't that be the Act 2 boss?
It is the Act 2 boss
No,
for Knuckles.
for Sonic.
But oh my god, that made my fucking day when I saw that when playing as Knuckles.
Holy shit. I'm glad you told me that. But no.
It's like people be asking where them Super Emeralds at. They're right there. They're dead.
They're dead. So the Super Emeralds are canon then.
I guess so. They're just dead.
So what the fuck? Okay, I'm confused because so there's the regular Chaos Emeralds, but there are Super Emeralds. So you're telling me there's 14 emeralds in the universe?
Apparently so, but I mean, you saw the photo I posted. Like, the emeralds are all grayed out and like starting to deteriorate.
I actually didn't see the post. Sorry.
But
because how I interpret it in Sonic 3 and Knuckles in the playthrough that we did, because I thought Sonic Adventure made it seem like it's implied that, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, that's where the Super Emeralds are what the Chaos Emeralds are meant to be in their rightful home, and that's why they get all big like that.
Yeah. Here, I'll just send you the image right now. Be easier.
But I guess not. That's weird.
But yeah, they're all grayed out, deteriorating.
Knuckles and Knuckles?
And you also see Knuckles' cartoony thoughts.
That's really
It's
cute.
so good.
Wow. But yeah, Lava Reef, fantastic. I'm glad it's a new game.
Shall we talk about the Act 2 boss? Oh shit, I posted that. Oh no. Oh no.
You probably should have PM'd it to me.
Oh no. Shit.
That Act 2 boss for Sonic, it was okay. Nothing too special. He came in like a wrecking ball, and then he went out like a wrecking ball.
Alright, so, I don't know if you saw the descriptions for the the hard-boiled heavies online, but they, you know how that, the heavy rider, as they call it, and it's a she, apparently, but...
Oh, a she? Okay.
Yeah. But apparently, you know that motorbug it rides on?
Mm-hmm.
It's called Jimmy.
Jimmy?
I don't know if you know what that's a reference to, do you?
I'm trying, it sounds familiar. Is that Sonic Shorts thing?
No, I don't, what was it, Polygon Jim or something like that? The guy who made the motorbug in Sonic 1 hack?
Oh.
Yeah.
I get it, yeah.
They made that motorbug, Jimmy, in dedication to that guy who lost his life. And I'm like, you guys are some incredible people and pay respect to someone.
All right, he did lose his life. Oh,
So
sorry.
his legacy, yeah, his legacy will still always live on now for Sonic Mania as well.
That's really nice of them that they did that.
Yeah.
That's some awesome
I
dudes.
like I was amazed. Like I was amazed by the motive. Like I was like, okay, this is a nice boss overall, but it's kind of okay. But then I saw the description for that hard boil heavy, and I realized his name was Jimmy, and I was like, oh, they're so, oh my. But yeah, but
I'm glad the Sonic community sticks together through thick and thin. And we all care about each other. That's really nice of them.
it is. It makes me love the Sonic boss fight in Lava Reef a little more than I did before.
Now I like it even more now. Not that you
Yeah.
say that.
I guess another thing we noticed in Lava Reef is Little Planet in the background of Act 2.
I didn't notice it actually.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah,
No.
it's growing in the background. Hey, guess what? I noticed it first this time. Woo!
Oh no! But that's really cool actually. I have to go back and play that zone again.
As Knuckles, of course.
And Knuckles,
But
Metallic Madness. I think
oh
that's
my
it.
god, this zone has such good music, and I can't get it out of my head.
Can we talk about the whole background foreground switching? I really love that part of that level.
It reminded me a little bit of what was that game that did it? Was it Rayman who did it? Like Rayman Origins or something?
I'm not sure. I
Or-
didn't play Rayman Origins, but I know there's some platformers that do that.
Yeah, it reminded me of something. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I was like, oh, that's cute. They're like tiny. It's like when they got turned tiny in Metallic Madness on CD. But then Act 2, they actually turned tiny. I'm like,
we get to see
oh.
we get to see mini Knuckles now.
We finally get to see Mini Knuckles. We can see Mini Tails carrying Mini Sonic.
And mini Super Sonic, which is just as bright but yellow.
Yeah. But, something I wanted to ask, and I don't know if anyone knows this, but for when they do the background transitions, where they go into the background of the level, is that sprite scaling? Because its sprites still look pretty detailed compared to Mini Sonic and, like, the Act 2's Mini Sonic and Mini Tails and whatnot.
Yeah, I wouldn't know the answer, so someone in the comments can answer that question.
Yeah, because I think it might be sprite scaling, but then again, I could be completely wrong, and they could be new sprites as well. But
So-
a lot of love in this level. What did you
I
think of
hate
the
every
Act
time.
2 boss?
Act 2 boss? Oh, that boss was phenomenal. I love the best part of that boss was the Amy doll that latched onto you and exploded.
Yeah.
Or just explode.
What about the the Marble Gardens and the mini Emerald Hill bosses?
Dude, I fucking love them.
Dude, that boss was such a good callback. And the fact that it's a fucking, like, isn't it a pachinko machine?
I think it is a pachinko machine. It's like
Yeah.
the boss that you have to basically initiate yourself because Eggman won't do anything until you
Yeah.
until you do something. And then
there's
the
an
last
achievement
part of the
where you have-
boss-
There's
Oh,
an
sorry.
achievement where you have to get all 8 of them out at once and then beat all the mini 8 things before you take on Robotnik.
Well, it shouldn't be hard at all.
Simple. Do it with Tails.
There you go.
But yeah, what was the Act 1 boss for the Metallic Madness? I can't remember off the top of my head.
I forget.
Oh, wait, I remember now. It's the fucking Sonic 1 final boss.
Oh, right, it is. Except it's like there's a phase 2 to it, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. I was like, oh, man, they're referencing everything now. Are they gonna have the Sonic 3 final boss? Hopefully, hopefully. They didn't.
Rip Big Arm. You'll forever be in our memory. Yeah, but Metallic Madness Zone, it's a really nice zone. It's way better than how it is in the actual CD.
Mm-hmm. And oh my god, again, that fucking music. T-Lobes, you are a god of music.
Yes, you are. Keep doing what you do. And now, for the grand finale. Titanic Monarch Zone.
Whew. I like this zone, but I don't like it as much as the other new zones. But maybe that's just because it's a final zone.
Well, yeah, it's meant to be hard. A lot of people got a lot of game overs here. Thankfully, I didn't, but this zone pulls no stops. It will stop at nothing to kill you.
It reminds me a lot of that final zone from Sonic 3D Blast, where there's like a giant Eggman in the background.
Yeah. It's like a combination of like, it's a mix up between Scrap Brain Zone and some other stuff. But
yeah,
really, I get a lot of Scrap Brain Zone and Death Egg vibes from it.
Mm-hmm. And basically, I think you're scaling this giant egg robo or something.
Ah, right. And then because they have the little platforms that raise or lower depending which side you are on.
That's the part that kills me.
Yeah, and then there's the balls,
the special the bonus stage balls.
Yeah, the bonus stage balls or the scrap brain balls.
Mm-hmm.
Which I really like because I was really good at traversing with those things. But I like the little rocket car with the egg robos that you sit in with.
Yeah, they basically commit what is it?
Seppuku.
Not seppuku, but kamikaze. They're like little kamikaze egg robos. They drive to their death.
Yeah, only to be rebuilt to do it again. Act 1 was pretty self-explanatory. Had a few.
Act 2 is a fucking gauntlet.
Act 2 is weird. I still don't understand how that zone works. So you have to do all 4 sides, and then
it's basically like a Wily Castle, but you gotta do like each section. You gotta get through every section, and then once you get through every like little section, you go through one portal to get to the boss.
Yeah. And there's those sections are there's one section that's a really big pain in the ass, but once you learn how to do it, it's fine. But man, that level is fucking crazy. But let's talk about the boss of Titanic Monarch.
Oh my god!
The mini boss, I should say, the mini boss is just Sonic 3. It's the Death Egg boss or the Death Egg core.
Yeah, it's basically that, but now you're in an elevator shaft.
Mm-hmm. And the second phase is pretty cool, I guess, but pretty self-explanatory.
But
Act 2's boss, I'll let you explain, Wesley.
Ah, shit. How do I even explain it? So basically, Eggman has the ruby embedded in this weird suit armor thing, and basically, like, he starts electrocuting, like, through all these little wires that are hooked up to him. There's 4 wires hooked up to him, and you gotta attack him during those electrocution periods, because that's the only time he's fucking able to get hit. But there's these moments where he grabs you with these, like, big purple hands that sends you to, like, 4 challenge rooms with the hard-boiled heavies in them. Mm-hmm. So basically, it's like a juggle between that to try to get rid of all those little tentacles that are hooked up to him before you get sent to one of those rooms.
Yeah, my tip for that boss is really don't. You can fight the hard-boiled heavies. I don't recommend fighting the green one though, because
fuck that one. That's the one I always get sent to.
Yeah, and then if he teleports you back and you don't have your ring and you see it floating, you won't be able to get it back.
Yeah.
And then there's the one with the with the trickster hard-boiled heavy, and I hate that one because I can never figure out where he is.
See, I've never had that problem because I'm usually supersonic. That seems to be a recurring trend.
Yep.
So
I beat that
usually,
boss when I was supersonic, so
yeah, I have to get good. I want to do a no supersonic run through at some point where I don't get any of the Chaos Emeralds.
okay. But that boss, it's not really all that hard. It's just don't really. I don't fight really any of the hardball heavies except for the ones you can beat, because they're not a factor in beating Eggman. You really just need to damage Eggman himself.
Yeah. But overall, it's an alright zone. But it takes you, after you beat it, depending on where you stand in the game, if you have all the Chaos Emeralds or not, it'll take you somewhere special, maybe?
Special?
Yeah, like if you have all 7 Chaos Emeralds, there might be, I don't know, another boss.
I guess that's pretty super.
So this boss, apparently, the Heavy King and Dr. Eggman have a beef with each other. As we said, the story kind of drops off, and
Yeah, like fuck if we know what's going on during this. All we
Yeah.
know is that they both got to be stopped, and so
yeah, and they're trying to fight
basically-
over the ruby thing again. The what is it called?
the Phantom Ruby. I don't know.
Yeah, the Phantom Ruby. That's it.
Yeah, so they take turns switching, back and forth, and then you have to
Basically, you hit it, they drop the emerald, the other guy takes it.
Yeah. It's a cool little final boss. Not my favorite. I still prefer the Death Egg, or final. What's it called?
Doomsday.
I
Doomsday
still
Zone.
prefer Doomsday over what they tried here, but it's still a cool little final
Yeah,
boss.
the timer's fucking freaking out the whole time.
Yeah, I think that's a nice little nod.
But, something we've been avoiding for a while is talking about this weird object, like, the whole game seems to be centered around. We haven't really touched upon it.
Enlighten me.
That little ruby they're fighting over, the Phantom Ruby.
Yeah. So here's my thing, because I originally thought it was just a time zone or a time stone that they found on Angel Island, and that's why they're fucking with time. But if you get the secret ending, there's a lot more questions I have for Sega and Sonic Team.
So something you could hear even at the very beginning of the game is the sound effect of that little Phantom Ruby when it activates. I don't know if you heard this, Contrail, but it's the exact same sound effect that Infinite makes in the E3 trailer.
Yeah, hopefully, you should put some footage with that sound effect as well as the sound effect from Sonic Mania
Already
by
on
side,
it.
just so people can see.
Yeah, I'll put it in right here. Okay, it's put in. Yeah, you guys hear that? I'm gonna send Contrail a link so he knows what I'm talking about as well, real quick. But let me send that to you, and then we'll just talk about it after this.
Wait, what are you watching? I already know they both sound like the same.
Oh, okay, never mind. But yeah, they both sound very similar. So what's up with that?
Yeah, and then Sonic apparently disappears after the little planet goes away
Is free
again, or is free.
Yeah,
and Knuckles
apparently
and Tails are just sitting there, just like the fuck.
I can't believe Sonic died. Now they can't make any more classic Sonic games.
Or did he just get transported?
What do you mean? He can't be going anywhere. Transported to where? Why is he in the pose that he does in the Sonic Forces trailer? Wait a minute.
Oh no! I'm just kidding. But the big theory that's going around, and this might end up being true, depending. Well, we're gonna have to see when Sonic Forces comes out and what the story goes with that game. But I guess Sonic Mania is our prequel to Sonic Forces.
They couldn't leave it alone, could they?
Nope. And so,
Well,
and then there's other theories going around that like the Phantom Ruby might be responsible for Infinite,
or it is Infinite,
but it's way too early to tell. So I'm gonna just leave it alone for now.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's probably some connection there, but until the game actually comes out, I swear to God, if it is the case, we better get like a fucking cutscene in Sonic Forces with Tyson Hess animating a little cutscene with Knuckles and Tails putting up missing Sonic poster signs all over the Green Hill Zone.
Yeah. Oh my God! What if the hard-boiled heavies are in Sonic Forces?
That's actually something that people have been discussing as well, since I believe it was the little Phantom Ruby that created the turn the Egg Robos into the hard-boiled heavies. Yeah. So people have been discussing that as a possibility as well for Forces.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, only time will tell. Maybe this will be the game that unites the 2D and 3D fan bases together to form Sonic Heroes 2.
But hopefully after Forces, Sega realizes their shit. They release a Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles and CD collection onto current consoles and PC.
Made by Taxman.
Made by Taxman, of course. And then we get, that comes out in like a year or two. But then after that, like another 2 years later or so, we get another new classic Sonic game.
Yeah, that'd be really awesome. But for me, my overall thoughts on Sonic Mania, a fantastic game. It's still underneath Sonic 3 and Knuckles just by a tiny bit, but it's really up there. Like, I'd still rather play that than Sonic 1 and 2 any day of the week.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's a fantastic game. It's like it's right. It's basically the little brother of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like, he's the cool little brother of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah. He has a long way to go before he can reach that status.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still great.
That's when Sonic Team and all that keep them around and let them make another new Sonic game from scratch.
Yep. But yeah, I really enjoyed Sonic Mania. It's a fantastic game, for sure.
Yeah, we definitely have to
pick it up. Go pick it up now.
We definitely have to play for it sometime.
Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe that will be the next LP. Think about it. Yeah.
Shh! Don't spoil the surprise.
24-hour booster one.
Watch as I lose my sanity getting all the gold medals and blue spears just for you guys.
Just for you. But
yeah, as Contra was saying, if you haven't picked it up yet, why the fuck not? Go get it. It's only $20. It's a great package for $20. There's so much packed into this $20 game.
Honestly, it's worth more than $20 in my opinion.
Yeah, like I would have paid like $30 or $40 for this.
I would have paid $60 for it. Shit, that's how good it was.
I mean, I paid like $100 something for it, but that's just because I got 2 collector's editions, a Switch version, an Xbox One version. I'm just fucking crazy, okay?
And if you wouldn't mind paying $60 for it, you can get the collector's edition if they still have it at your local GameStop/Best Buy,
or Walmart,
right or Walmart,
or Meijer.
They have it because it's Walmart.
Yeah, who knows? You could probably still find it out there. I think Amazon put some more up on stock.
Yeah, they made a lot of copies of those.
Yeah, supposedly 26 of them has signatures in it, so maybe you might be lucky and get a signature from the whole crew and whatnot.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Go buy it.
Go buy the fucking game. But as for the length of the game, it's actually surprisingly, to me anyways, it felt a lot longer than Generations.
Yeah. Plus, there's a lot more replayability than Generations.
Definitely. But other than that, that's our thoughts on Sonic Mania. Nothing much more
Yeah,
to say
it's,
other than go get the fucking game.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I had a good time playing it. I'm still gonna have a good time playing it over and over again for the next century until they make a new 2D Sonic game again.
Yep, but as for now, 2D fans, you finally got what you wanted.
Yeah.
And now we go back to ROM hacking.
Mm-hmm. And modern fans, well, stay tuned. Watch it not get as high a review score as Sonic Mania did. I'm calling it now, but
Yeah, probably.
yeah.
Stay tuned. I mean, Sonic Mania broke the Sonic cycle, and Sonic Forces is unfortunately part of the Sonic cycle, so we'll see what happens with that game. I'm not really too excited for it. It's another boost game, but maybe there's some hope. Or not hope, but it's going to be a good game, obviously.
Maybe there's something secret in it that they haven't shared yet that's going to make it the best game ever.
Maybe. But until then, we'll have to see. Otherwise, it's just boost to win. Typical modern
But
Sonic.
really, until then, be playing Mania every day.
All day, every day. For the Mania. But
Every day on Mania.
every day we Mania. Every day we Mania. Every day we and Knuckles.
Alrighty. Think we'll end it here. See you later, folks.
Yep, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Wesley here.
And to my buddy Contrail, or RaijinVexis as he goes online.
Yep. So we'll see you guys next time for the next Sonic related whatever the fuck.
Next related Sonic Clusterfuck.
Yep. Until then.
Adios.